Welcome back to another episode of Varsity Views Inside the Huddle Edition, brought to you by Keon Sports. I'm Jax.
And I'm Dairen.
And hey, we're back this week after we missed last week. I was on vacation.
I was on sabbatical.
A little caught up, but we're coming back with an insane week 9. I mean, we couldn't decide what games to pick. There was at least 8 to 10 great games this week, so this top 5 might be one of the better top 5s we've ever had.
Oh, no, this is facts, and I believe it's only because it has been a lot of people's senior nights. And the games on senior nights get very, very tough because you want to be someone who wants to disrupt that, and then you also want to be someone that's like, nah, not on my senior night, man. This is my last home game.
My going out party.
This is my going out party. So, no, these games were tough.
Yeah. Let's kick it off right away with North Ridgeville versus Avon Lake. First quarter, North Ridgeville's Tavion Swain had a 5-yard rushing touchdown to make it 7-0. Avon Lake would respond when QB Alex Affolter threw a 21-yard touchdown to wide receiver Derek McCrum on 4th and 4 and would tie the game at 7 heading into the second quarter. And in that second quarter, Avon Lake would look to start off strong, but they would end up throwing an interception, and North Ridgeville's Tavion Swain would score another rushing touchdown, making it 14-7, North Ridgeville on top. Avon Lake would respond, though, before halftime, getting a field goal, making it 14-10. Cutting down that lead, got to get into that lead after throwing an interception and having North Ridgeville score. So this third quarter is going to be big for Avon Lake.
Hey, the score is not big enough for someone to feel very comfortable going into the second half. Like I said, it's a lot of teams, senior nights. Everybody's coming to play regardless, whether you're the home team or the away team. You want to be the person that gets upset, and you want the person that's also, I got to win today. So we're going to see, man. It's been getting a lot grimier to say.
Yeah, In the third quarter, North Ridgeville would get a great kickoff return, which would lead to a field goal, making it 17-10. Then North Ridgeville's running back Charlie Steinmetz would get a 44-yard rushing touchdown, making it 23-10. So Avon Lake couldn't get anything going in that third quarter, which as we just said, they would need to. North Ridgeville just kind of took control over that third quarter and heading into the fourth quarter. This is where Avon Lake would respond after Ryan Anderson would get a 7-yard rushing touchdown, making it 23-17 in that fourth quarter. But North Ridgeville wouldn't respond. Avon Lake would get the ball back and then end up missing a wide-open receiver on 4th and goal in the end zone, which would cost them the game. North Ridgeville comes out on top in the end after a very close, very, very, very close call, 23-17. The player of the game was North Ridgeville running back Charlie Steinmetz, who had 103 rushing yards and a touchdown. If you'd like to learn more about this game, go to keonsports.com and look for the author Aeneas Hines, who wrote a great article about this.
Man, what a way to end the game. I don't know what it is, but recently everybody's had that one chance, that one shot
to
tie
like
the game. Even though, my game didn't make the top 5, I had a game where it was 28-35, and the opposing team got the ball back to tie, and they just couldn't do it. I don't know what it is, man. It's close, though.
Mm-hmm.
Game's been close.
That's what you love to see.
Hey, coming in at game number 4, we have Valley Forge versus Normandy. Normandy has literally been on this list for, the last 3 weeks.
Hey, they've been in some great games.
You telling me. To start off the first quarter, Normandy's Austin Simons would score an 18-yard rushing touchdown, and they would go for the 2-point conversion and convert, giving them an 8-0 lead. It's not often that you get the 8-0 lead to start the game.
But you like getting that 8-0 lead now. It puts pressure on Valley Forge to respond with the same way.
Absolutely. Valley Forge would respond with a touchdown. They don't go for that 2-point conversion, though. They just, go and take the field goal, and it would be 8-7 as Normandy would still be up in the first. Going into the second, Valley Forge Ben Farson would score a 20-yard touchdown, putting them up even more, 14-8. Now, they done took the lead now. That's what you do. But guess what? Normandy's quarterback, Elijah Gray, gets a rushing touchdown, puts his team back up that 1 point, 15-14.
Hey, that 2-point conversion is coming in handy right now.
Now, that 2-point conversion early or period throughout the game is tough. Going into halftime, they're up by 1, 15-14. Now, if I'm at this game, I'm already liking the way I like where this is going. It's a neck-and-neck game.
Back and forth.
Absolutely. Coming into the third quarter, Valley Forge Ben Farson will score a 5-yard rushing touchdown. And then Valley Forge will get an interception from Dan Kuehl, who would also score a touchdown. And then Normandy goes right back at it as their quarterback, Gray, would score a 10-yard touchdown as he threw it to Tony Fallard. Man, they going back and forth just like that. That's quick.
Back and forth. That's what you love to see as a football fan.
This is quick. And then Valley Forge's Kuehl would score a 20-yard rushing touchdown. Let me tell you something. This is a lot of score.
Hey, that third quarter, they're firing back and forth.
You telling me they going shot for shot, blow for blow right now. We love to see it. Heading into the final quarter of play, Normandy would score a touchdown and go for the 2-point conversion, and it would be completed. Man, these 2-point conversions is starting to get serious late.
Trying to come up big.
Valley Forge would fumble on the 1-yard line, and then Normandy will return it 99 yards for a touchdown. That's crazy.
Hey, we're getting heated in this fourth quarter.
I'm going to be real with you. I'd be sick if I just fumbled on a 1-yard line and the dude took it 99 yards, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. Valley Forge's Ben Farson would score a 20-yard touchdown with 1 minute to go. Now the game getting serious.
Hey, taking the lead back, that's huge for Valley Forge.
They would need to, but Normandy Gray's 40-yard pass on the 28-yard line, but time would expire. They wouldn't be able to complete nothing.
Nope.
Unfortunately,
do that 40-yard pass, stayed in bounds, time runs out.
Normandy was so close to pulling off a good win. This would have been a huge win for Normandy at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Towards the end of the season. But unfortunately, Valley Forge, they do this. This is what they do. They
battled all game.
Hey, they leave victorious today. Player of the game was Ben Farson, who scored 4 touchdowns. The final score was 40-37. If you guys want to read more about this, make sure you guys go to keonsports.com. Look up the author of Faith Zikovic. She wrote an amazing article, man, and I know this game was jumping. I know she enjoyed this right
High
this game.
scoring second half.
Absolutely.
But with that, we'll go to my neck of the woods, Aurora versus Barberton.
Oh, yeah, this is your squad right here, man.
Nah, not my squad. Aurora's a rival, as I went to Twinsburg High School, but I'm familiar with these teams.
You don't support Aurora?
No.
All right.
No.
He said my neck of the woods.
They're in the Suburban League. Just Twinsburg. Anyways,
say no more.
We had a great game on our hands. This game actually made national media spotlight. It was on a Fox Sports show I was watching the other day, so let's get into it. First quarter, Barberton starts off throwing an interception on the first drive. Aurora would then respond with an Enzo Catania 5-yard rushing touchdown, making it 7-0. So quick start for Aurora in that first quarter. That's what you want to see against this tough Barberton team. In the second quarter, Aurora would get a 3-yard rushing touchdown from Lukasic and making their lead 14-0. Barberton, though, wouldn't accept that. They'd get an 8-yard touchdown from QB Dominic Wilson to Angelo Harper as time ran out in the half, making it 14-7 going into halftime. So they're really battling out right here, and that's what you love to see in these Suburban League games.
Man, the games are always going to be close. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people's senior nights. They don't want to lose. It's got to be a close game because if that's the case, they're going to have to really fight to beat the home team.
Oh, yeah. In the third quarter, Aurora quarterback Brandon Lipens would get a 23-yard touchdown pass to Cooper Carnahan, making it 21-7. Barberton again, though, they would respond right back, this time with a 9-yard rushing touchdown from their quarterback Wilson, making it 21-13. Heading into the fourth quarter. Now, this is where stuff gets crazy.
It's getting serious.
It gets pretty crazy.
It's getting serious.
Barberton coming out responding right again after their last score. From Wilson to Harper for 40 yards and a touchdown, making it 21-19. They're only down by 2 now after being down 21-7 in that third quarter. Aurora, though, they weren't taking it. They get an 8-yard rushing touchdown from their quarterback Lipens, making it 28-19. So they just keep expanding that lead. Then they'll lose a little bit, then they expand it, and hey, like I said, Barberton responds with another Wilson 2-yard rushing touchdown, making it 28-26. So Barberton keeps on chipping away at this lead. Aurora's Lucas Manderbach would get a touchdown, making it 35-26. I mean, they're just going back and forth in this fourth quarter. We got a high-scoring game here.
They need to stop.
So who? Who more specifically?
Man, listen, man. If you're going to just let Aurora do this, Barberton needs to stop. Barberton needs to stop.
But once again, guess who responds? Barberton. A 4-yard rushing touchdown from their quarterback Wilson once again. I mean, he's running the ball in like he's a running back, making it 35-33, Aurora still on top. Aurora would end up not doing anything with their next possession. Barberton gets the ball back, one final drive. They're driving on the field. And that's when Aurora cornerback Dylan Crassy had a one-handed interception. I mean, they showed this on TV. This is what I'm talking about, the Fox Sports and ESPN and all that. He caught this thing. It was unbelievable. You got to look up the video.
You know what's crazy? Now that you say that, I think I saw that, actually.
It was an unbelievable play. Aurora ends up winning the game 35-33 because of that one-handed interception in the end zone to win the game. Player of the game was Aurora quarterback Brandon Lipens, who had 131 yards and a touchdown and also ran for 32 yards and 2 touchdowns. So just a heck of a game to watch. I mean, I'm jealous. Whoever got to saw that interception live, that was unbelievable. And if you'd like to learn more about that game, please go to KeonSports.com and look for the author, Devin Lowe, who got to witness that great catch, great game in person.
No, that game was lit. I'm not going to lie. That was a lit game. Coming in at game number 3, we got St. Ed's versus Archbishop Moeller. Now, you know how we feel about St. Ed's.
They're a damn good team.
Amazing. Literally, they've always been one of them top dog teams. And they made it on the list this week as game number 2. Let's get into it. The very first quarter, there were multiple turnovers. The defense was out here shining. It don't get no better than that. First quarter, no score because you guys are playing just that hard.
Mm-hmm. We just had multiple high-scoring games, so now we got a little bit of a defensive game here starting in the first. Got
to slow it down a little bit. So not too much action was in the first quarter because of how good the defense was playing on both sides. But in the second quarter, St. Ed's running back Brandon White would score a 23-yard rushing touchdown, giving his team a 7-0 lead. But St. Ed's didn't stop there as they would score another 2-yard touchdown from John Slapper. 14-0 just like that. But listen, they don't stop there at all.
Because they don't.
Because St. Ed's quarterback, Casey Bullock, would have a 24-yard touchdown to Josh Grotto, who would end up scoring, and it is a 21-0 lead in the second quarter. Just like that, after no score in the first. I don't know if the defense got tired.
Hey.
Because after that,
that's just St. Ed's.
St. Ed's went crazy in the second quarter on 21 straight points. And then Moeller had a chance to score. They were in field goal position. They go for it, and it was blocked before the end of the second. So now Moeller goes into the game down 21. St. Ed's did their thing.
Hey, what do you think their coach is saying at halftime?
Let me tell you something. I say this all the time as I get in my Denzel Washington. Serious face. We're down 21-0, guys. We got nothing to lose. You guys got to get out there and play like you want to. We're playing against St. Ed's. We're better than them. We're better than them. You know, as a coach, you know you got to encourage the kids. Mm-hmm. We're better than them. Come on, let's get out there and let's show them why we deserve to play them tonight. I don't know. That's probably a speech I give real quick. I'll be like, come on.
Run through a brick wall, Dairen.
Absolutely. I don't care if it's the last games of the season. I will make y'all run. If y'all don't come back, let's do it. So coming out of the third quarter, that's exactly what Moeller did. Quarterback Panatowski to Matthew Fogler for 82 yards. Touchdown, baby. 82 yards. That's a cannon.
That gets some momentum going in Moeller's way.
Yeah, but unfortunately they would miss the field goal, so they only got 6 points. But, hey, some points are better than no points, right? They would, again, Moeller would throw another interception in the end zone, though.
Okay. So close.
So close. So close.
They're cutting into that lead even more.
Yeah.
And that might come back to bite them later in this game. We'll see.
Probably would, but that's all the action that would happen in the third as St. Ed's would not score. And Moeller would score one touchdown, though. But, hey, like I said, some points are better than no points. Going into the final quarter play in the fourth quarter, the score is 21-6. St. Ed's are up. In the fourth, St. Ed's running back White would score a 25-yard touchdown, as the score would be now 28-6. Now, you could probably feel the energy like, bro, we don't got a shot at coming back in this game right now in the fourth quarter. But anything is possible. As Moeller's Panatowski to Javon Love, 25-yard touchdown, and they would convert the 2-point conversion as it is 28-14. Now, they cut that lead in half now.
Uh-huh.
Anything is possible.
You just need a couple stops like you did in the third quarter.
Hey, listen. Once again, Javon Love will score another touchdown. 28-21. I guess Love is in the air.
Hey, here comes Moeller.
Moeller is on the way, man. Love is in the air. as Moeller once again will stop Eds with 12 seconds left in the game.
Now they got a chance.
Anything is possible.
Last drive, 12 seconds, not a lot of time, but let's get something going.
If I'm in the game, you know you got to go for the Hail Mary, baby. It's all or nothing. 37-yard pass to set them up for the Hail Mary, but it was tipped out of the wide receiver's hands as time would expire. Ooh, Moeller had it, baby. Moeller had the chance.
Almost had a chance to tie that game or even try to go for the win if they could get the 2, but that pass just being tipped out of the hands sucks. It hurts after that great comeback.
Man, not scoring in the first half really, hurt them because they did the damage in the second.
That pick in the end zone in the early third quarter, we said it might come back to bite them, and what did it do?
And it
hurt.
Definitely did. As the final score would be 28-21, St. Ed's would be victorious. As player of the game was St. Ed's running back Brandon White, who had 260 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. If you guys want to read more about it, make sure you guys go to KeonSports.com. Look up the author, Mitchell Bubb. I'm telling you, that game was probably lit.
Oh, heck yeah.
I feel like witnessing games like these and you get to write about them and be there is it's an amazing feeling, man. Absolutely.
And with that, we go to game number 1 on our games of the week. And this one, whoa, we had a high-scoring game.
Hey, you telling me this is probably the highest scoring game we've had of the season.
It might be.
If I'm not mistaken.
Let's get into it. Westlake versus North Olmsted. First quarter, North Olmsted quarterback Tommy Horsfall would find wide receiver Colin Willard for a 20-yard touchdown, making it 7-0. But Westlake wasn't backing down, as quarterback Bruschetti would find Chase Kelly for a 49-yard touchdown, making it 7-7. Heading into the second quarter, North Olmsted's Willard would get another 27-yard touchdown, this time rushing, though, making it 14-7. North Olmsted would then respond again, and it was Willard once again, this time an 85-yard receiving touchdown, making it 21-7. Willard is everywhere early in this game. All 3 North Olmsted touchdowns, whether it's catching the ball, running the ball, he's everywhere.
He's a winner is what it sounds like. He wants to win by any means. So if he got to be the one with the ball in the hands, he's got to be that guy.
That young man's a stud. But Westlake would respond before the half after QB Bruschetti would get a rushing touchdown, making it 21-14 before the third quarter. So good for Westlake responding right before the half. You got to figure out a way to stop Willard.
Definitely needed that because, like I said, you really don't want to be down too much going into halftime.
No.
Because that's just more work you got to do to come back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So heading into the third quarter, Westlake's Matthew Porcelli would get a rushing touchdown, making it 21-21. We're all tied up now. That's what Westlake needed. Let's see if they can keep this thing going. That's when North Olmsted's Michael Pasafiume would get an 88-yard kickoff return touchdown right after that. So there goes Westlake's momentum right there, gone, making it 28-21. Westlake would then respond with a Bruschetti 2-yard rushing touchdown, tying it up at 28 once again. So we got a tie game again. Can Westlake get over this hump, get a stop finally, and score a touchdown to take the lead?
I don't know, but all I know is it's getting serious.
Hey, and what I say about them getting a stop? They did it. Westlake would intercept a pitch, not even a true interception. They're just pitching it, a run play. One of the players got in the backfield, intercepted that pitch, and he took it to the house, making it 35-28. Westlake on top in this third quarter. But we're not done there. We are not done there.
Absolutely not. Talk to me.
North Olmsted in this third quarter would end up throwing another interception, which would lead to a Westlake Porcelli touchdown run, making it 42-28. So just like that, Westlake gained all the momentum. They're up by 2 touchdowns now. North Olmsted's just kind of shocked after they had that amazing start to the game.
Hey, man. What I typically say is what one team could do to you in the first half, the other team could do that right back to you. There's literally the same amount of time.
Oh, yeah. You got that right. Fourth quarter, we get wild. North Olmsted's Pasafiume would take a 22-yard screen pass to the house, making it 42-35. They would end up getting a stop, and then here comes our good buddy Willard. North Olmsted's Willard would get a 70-yard touchdown catch to tie the game up at 42. We get another tie ball game here, Dairen.
Hey, man, It's getting serious. I'm telling you, it's getting serious.
But that wouldn't last long, as Westlake's Purcelli would get a 9-yard rushing touchdown, making it 48-42 after the 2-point conversion failed. Now that could hurt Westlake in the long run.
Yeah, that was going for the marbles right there.
Yeah, they're
early.
sick of just going back and forth.
I'm
They're trying to
tired
get
of
a
the
little
time.
more of a lead.
We need a lead, yes.
North Olmsted, though, here they come right back. This time, Pass a Few may get a 12-yard rushing touchdown, making it 49-48 with 1:50 left in this game. So they kicked their extra point. It's up and good. They're up by 1 with 1:50 left. Now you just need one stop, which it's been hard to do this whole game, but you're feeling pretty good now because you got the momentum.
Absolutely. That 1-point lead because they wanted to be a little bit greedy, go for 2. Now I wonder, are they feeling salty?
Well, I don't know if they're feeling salty. Because Westlake, Matthew Purcelli would score his 4th touchdown of the night, and he would make it 54-49 with only 18 seconds left in this game.
Man, I told you, Bands is a winner.
Hey.
Do what y'all got to do. If y'all got to give him the ball, give him the ball. I mean, he was doing everything before.
54-49. That sounds like a basketball halftime score.
No, literally.
Not a football score, but just an insane game. North Olmsted gets one more chance to score, but they couldn't do anything with only 18 seconds left. The final score would end up being Westlake 54, North Olmsted 49. Player of the game, Westlake running back Matthew Purcelli, who had 205 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. What a game out of him. I mean, shout out to Colin Willard as well for the North Olmsted team, as he was just killing the game with all those touchdowns early in the game, whether it was catching or receiving. So good job by him. And if you'd like to learn more about this game, please go to KeonSports.com and look for the author Vince McKee. You know, the boss man saw a great game, one of the best games of the season, I believe.
Absolutely. That was a high-scoring game. Clearly it was going to be number 1. Clearly it was going to be number 1.
Of course. I mean, that's insane.
The back and forth was crazy.
That was our top 5 games of the week. But now with that, we'll head to our player of the week, and it's the man we just named, the Westlake running back Matthew Purcelli, who had 205 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns in their 54-49 win over North Olmsted. So great game out of him. Way to run that ball down their throats. I mean, great job out of Purcelli.
Oh, no, he definitely did his thing. He definitely did his thing. Because of him, his team wins. If he doesn't do what he did, especially in that first quarter, that first half of the game, second quarter for real, they don't win that game. You got to feed the hot hand. He might have been a little cold, though, because, but hey, he showed up when he did. That's what makes a player great, baby.
You got that right.
Anything else you want to say, big dog?
No, just excited for this next week of games. We're getting closer to playoffs, so I'm ready for it.
Absolutely, man. Well, that's all the time we got for y'all today. I've been your host, Dairen.
And I'm Jax.
And appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Inside the Huddle. We'll catch y'all next week.